A misty, murky start across the south, drier and brighter further north, but the outlook turning very stormy. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Tuesday.
Watching and listening intently to hear what he would say, and I guess the hope that he maybe wouldn't sign to withdraw from the Paris Agreement, which he did do overnight. And obviously the Paris Agreement is an agreement between countries to say we will do everything we can to reduce our emissions to keep temperatures below 1.5 degrees. And now that he's pulled out and he wants to drill, he wants to take away the wind turbines and take away all of the put in. But Biden also was very clever. He put in lots of money to Republican states for lots of green energy, producing lots of green jobs. So when he tries to take away some of these powers and some of these green initiatives, it might be very difficult for him to do so because the jobs are really important to Americans. But actually half of the governors in America are still saying they're going to meet the commitments to reduce their emissions. So while it does seem on the face of it like a really bad thing, the rest of the world are being asked to stay very stormy. Here's the details. So, of course, yesterday the inauguration was inside because there's this Arctic blast across America. As far south as Texas, they're seeing snowfall. And this is going to move across the Atlantic, hitting the jet stream, strengthening it rapidly to 250 miles an hour. Let me tell you, that is strong. And it deepens this low pressure midweek, and it will rapidly head towards the UK. The isobars close together, and where the storm sits is key to where the worst weather is set to be. So let me take you through some scenarios. 70% chance it will head to the northwest of the UK, with the worst weather being in the far northwest. But there is a chance it could track much further south, and that means more of the country, more populated areas, will see these stormy conditions. So that is what we are watching. But there's a very tiny chance it stays way to the northwest, and actually it won't be that bad. So it's one we are watching closely, and it could become named. But for this morning, it's definitely the calm before that storm. It is foggy through southern areas. That fog will lift. It's the best of any sunshine for Scotland and Northern Ireland. There's still this band of rain through northern England and North Wales, where it's cloudy, dull and damp. So Andy is there in the sunshine, projecting his voice, telling us about all of that beautiful money. The sunshine there is for everybody. It's short supply, as we head right across Europe, where conditions are very cold at the moment. And for us in the UK, you can take off 10 degrees from maybe a little below average. But there is big change coming. So let's take a look at our 7-day outlook. So high pressure is dominating. It keeps weather fronts at bay, but a big area of low pressure comes for the end of the week. And this is what happens. First off, temperature-wise, we sit around about average, but it turns much milder as this stormy weather looks set to arrive. Percentage chance of rainfall will largely dry across the north for today and tomorrow. But as our weather front moves in through Thursday and Friday, the rain turns heavy, and then it's unsettled with showers as we head through the weekend. Fortunes further south of England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Again, looking at our temperatures compared to where they should be for the time of year. So fairly cool today, but it does turn milder as the Atlantic battles back, bringing these weather fronts through the weekend. And it's particularly Thursday into Friday, we see this stormy weather arriving. Potentially, we could have our next named storm from the Met Office, so we're watching out for that. So largely dry today, tomorrow. Thursday, Friday is when it turns very wet and very windy. And once this wet and windy weather arrives, it stays with us all weekend. So the outlook turns milder, wetter and windier for all of us by this weekend. Good morning to you. Relatively calm and quiet weather for the next few days. But that changes by the end of the week because what's happening across North America? A cold plunge there, snow all the way down to Texas, and this will then strengthen the jet stream, the divide between the cold and the warm. A powerful jet stream picks up this low pressure, and as it heads towards the UK, isobars close together, meaning it turns wet and windy by the end of the week. But actually, for today, it's not too bad. Patchy fog through southern areas, rain through central areas, just like we had yesterday. It's basically a repeat of yesterday's weather. This is the satellite image greeting us this morning, our band of cloud through northern England and North Wales, where we have our weather front still sitting there, producing outbreaks of rain and drizzle. To the south of it is a misty, murky start to the day, but will slowly brighten up, and perhaps a little more in the way of brightness compared to yesterday. And Scotland and Northern Ireland, sunny spells and a few scattered showers. Temperatures not doing that well, 6 to 7 degrees, but it will turn milder with this wet weather later on. That's it for me for now. There's plenty more still to come. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV. Morning to you. Today's weather is basically a repeat of that we had yesterday. Misty and foggy to start, with still a band of rain through central areas, but there's still plenty of sunshine. Here's some detail on that. This is the latest satellite and radar. Cloudy for many in the south. A band of rain through northern England and North Wales. It was there all day yesterday. It'll be there all day today, so dull and damp here. Scotland and Northern Ireland, dry and bright with sunny spells, a few light showers in the northwest. And after a cloudy grey start in the south, limited brightness later on, highs between 6 and 8 degrees.